Hello you, got a view? Send your view to me down your computer hole. I'll read out your view, you and I'll commune, you'll probably feel better for a moment. Well, tell us, some people that have been given advice from me, I'd like to hear back from you how the advice has gone, particularly if you're not in prison or psychiatric ward as a result of my advice. Let's have a look what these people want. Amber Sage. Hi Russ, I'm currently in a very satisfying relationship. Have a cigar. He treats me better than anyone ever has and he's genuinely amazing human being. This is all good news. The problem is I'm not sure if I've ever felt this happy in a relationship before and I keep getting scared he's going to stop wanting me or something bad will happen. Oh yeah, that is terrible. I hate that. And I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that nothing is forever. Good point, yeah. But at the same time, I don't want it to end. How do you cope with things like this? Also, how do I avoid fucking this up? Don't become too dependent on that person. Don't become too reliant on them and don't make them your sort of higher purpose, your higher self or your higher power. Allow them just to be sort of a fallible person, and you can't sort of inwardly resist. No, this isn't temporary. I'll just grip onto it like say you've started a poo, then you've heard someone's come into the house, and you think, oh God, I've got to stop this poo. Don't conduct your life in that sort of mood of like trying to prevent like sort of colonic activity. Allow it to flow. It will end. Either when you, as Eckhart Tolle once said to me, and that's a spiritual name drop and half, when I was asking him about a relationship, well, perhaps you will continue to be happy with this person for the rest of your life. Then either she will die or you will die, and that's the end of that. I went, well, I'm glad I called. I'm glad I reversed the fucking charges, I'll tell you that. So, the way you won't fuck it up is by not making it the centre of your life. Your life shouldn't solely be about a relationship. It should be made up of other aspects. Look at your friendships, look at your work, your artistic pursuits and your dreams. Pursue all of those with fervour and don't have unrealistic expectations about the relationship. Also, how long has it been going on? Satisfying relationship, treats me better than anyone, amazing you. That's what I love. Has it been going about 15 minutes? Just take your time, love. That's what I will say. Danielle B. Love this. Can you talk about struggling with image? I will always be on such a high, loving myself and loving life, but then a time will come when I get icky feeling towards myself and want to buy anything in order to make myself happier. Even though I now know it's not about items, but more about myself needing more me time and endorphins. I suppose what we have to do is we have to accept that there is an undulating aspect to life, that some days you feel really good and some days you don't feel good. I mean, there you go. That's sort of part of it. I think one key thing I've learned is when you're in that bit where it's not feeling good, don't make a spate of hasty decisions in that like, oh my God, life's awful. Or like, I'm going to go live in the Congo. Like, don't do anything while you're in the mad state. Wait till it passes. It passes. Everything passes. So allow it to pass. Take your time. Seek company. Remain calm. Someone said this thing to me once. I think it's good. He goes, anything that takes you above 4 out of 10 on your revometer, you know, like on a car, anything that takes you above 4 out of 10, unless there's like some wild animal running towards you or a car, it's in your head. It's history. The only require those kind of adrenalised responses when something terrifying is happening. So bloody well stay calm. Fasalard says, good day, Russell. I'm a new teacher. Oh, that can't be easy, mate. We gave them hell, didn't we? And I have direct influence over about 100 students, which is really scary when I think about it. I've been appreciating your insight on many of the things you discuss on this channel. What are your thoughts on the education system and what would your advice be to a teacher who's in it? I think it's really important that you're passionate and believe in what you're doing, because I can remember the teachers that were passionate and it was very, very effective. And I can tell the ones that at a time, you know, when you're a little kid and you can't properly communicate or categorise information, but you're just intuitively experiencing it. I remember thinking, I don't like this job, this person. I like the ones where you can tell that they actually want to infuse you with knowledge. They're kind of like, look, this is how this works. You know, they make it. Be one of them. You could have an incredible impact. Be passionate. Be fearless. Try to find in what I'm sure is a very frustrating job, a frustrating position in a frustrating world and a frustrating system, the things that connect you to what you're doing. Michael Paone. Russell, I love your mind. What's the secret to an outstanding marriage or romantic partnership? Let's have a little glance at my history before we take this too seriously. Ooh. But what I reckon is being in the moment, not having unrealistic expectations of another person and communicating honestly and openly and not expecting them to sort of feel some sort of dearth that's within you. Although I am always turning to my partner and going, oh, I feel like this, I feel like that. I think perhaps that sort of partnership has more in common with friendship than some sort of jaggedy, romantic star sprint through a galaxy, gasping, trying to eat rainbows. Like, that shouldn't be the basis. I think it's more like, all right, come on in, what are we going to do now? All right, sure, hold on, what are we going to do about the dog? Oh, good point. And then like you have a right laugh and that. So I suppose that in that partnership, you have to have a good understanding of each other's fallibilities and to communicate freely and openly about your own. There's some advice from a man whose track record speaks for itself. If you want to subscribe to this channel, that's a thing you could do. If you don't want to do that, I'm thinking about, on the balance, like the whole time, the rest of the day, the only time I think about it is while I'm saying it. So that's a good thing, isn't it? I won't later on go, I wonder if people have subscribed. Let me check. Bye, I love you.
Nose is a tool that is abused to fool you and to leave you scared and confused. Trews is like the nose. If the nose was true, I want some trews. Let's have some trews.